Students, you all are welcome to the online classes arranged by Dinajpur Government Girls High School. Dear students, how are you? Perhaps you all are well and going on well with your study, aren't you? Dear students, we have met here again after a long gap. Can you remember the activities of 2020? 16 March 2020 was the last class of that year. After that, it was not possible for us to go to our classroom again. But dear students, to continue your study, to keep yourself busy in your activities, your honorable headmistress, the headmistress of Dinajpur Government Girls High School, Mrs. Laila Hasina Banu, organized online classes for the betterment of you to carry on your study. She arranged online classes, and the classes were conducted by the experienced and well-known teachers of your school, and you got the benefit. I hope you enjoyed your classes and you, it was beneficial for you. Now, dear students, after 2020, we have started another year, and this is 2021, and this is the month of February. It's the month of our language martyrs. So before conducting my classes or starting my classes, I ask you to offer our tribute to the martyrs of our language movement. Dear students, as it is a new year and I have come for the first time before you through online, so I like to exchange greetings of New Year to you. So, dear students, you all are Happy New Year, because better late than never. Dear students, this year we have not come back to our classroom yet, but your honorable headmistress, the headmistress of Dinajpur Government Girls High School, Mrs. Laila Hasina Banu, again organized online classes for you this year 2021. And today I will conduct a class on English first paper for the students of class 10, and our today's class on English first paper and unit 11. Unit 11, and this is renewable energy. Energy. Dear students, you all know that energy is a vital issue nowadays, because the countries who uses energy more and more, and they are more developed. So our present world is going to face the crisis of energy within a very short time, and that's why our today's unit is renewable energy. Renewable means the energy which is never lost. We can renew it and we can get it, but at present we more dependent on the non-renewable energy, and this energy is limit and this energy is finite, and it will be over within a very short time. So we have to know the use of renewable energy for our existence, for the betterment of our future generation, and for the safety and for the welfare of our future world. So our today's lesson is unit 11 and lesson 1, renewable energy sources, part 1. Lesson 1, renewable energy sources part 1. Dear students, you just open your book at page number 142. Lesson 1, renewable energy sources. Have you got it? Okay. Now, I like to give you a pair work. You just read the words in the box and which of the words are related to energy. You see here, number 1. You see here, number 1, fuel. And then 2, desert, 3, fossil, and 4, sun. So, which pair can tell me? Just discuss for 2 minutes. Which are related to fuel? Yes, here you find the name of oil, gas, soil, forest, valley, waterfall, relic, remnant, sign, wind, water, coal. Now you just underline the odd word in each column that does not belong to the group. Then compare with your partner. Just I have already given you 2 minutes. Okay. Have you done? Yes. So which are fuel? Energy sources which are? Yes, oil and also gas and sun, wind, water, coal. They are also related to energy. So we have found 2 kinds of energy sources. Number 1, renewable, and the other is non-renewable. Now, dear students, I just like to read the text and you just listen, and after reading the text I will discuss with you about the meanings of some words which we have to know and also their synonyms. Now listen. In a speech at the 19th Science Congress, internationally acknowledged scientist and former Indian President Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam mentioned a very important aspect of this mankind's future energy crisis. He pointed out that the era of wood and biomass has almost come to an end. The age of oil and natural gas would soon be over within the next few decades. Massive burning of world's coal reserves may lead to a worldwide ecological disaster because coal burning emits the highest amount of carbon in the atmosphere. So, according to Kalam, the only solution that mankind can look to is the massive use of solar energy in future because it has some advantages over other forms of renewable energies. Now, why has Kalam put so much importance to the issue of energy? The energy sources have always been a major factor of change throughout history. The world's petroleum consumption has increased from 3 billion barrels annually in 1930 to 37 billion barrels annually today. In the next quarter century, the world's population is expected to be about 8 billion, which is 30% higher than today. Developing countries will grow their economies about 2 times faster than the industrialized countries.
Global economic growth is expected to continue at 3% per year. Consequently, the global demand for energy will grow at about 1.7% per year on an average. It indicates a 50% rise of energy consumption by 2030. If the world's daily petroleum consumption is 100 million barrels now, it will rise to 150 million barrels by the time. The present reserve of hydrocarbon energy resources is limited and it will not be sufficient to meet the future energy challenge of the world. Hence, leading industrial countries have taken initiatives to use alternative energy sources, mainly known as green or renewable energy sources. The bottom line of Kalam's speech indicates the concern of mankind in the 21st century. So, the students going through the text, we have been able to know the uses of energy sources and also their availability and also their future, and to meet our future demand or to meet the crisis, the scientist APJ Abdul Kalam has given importance to use renewable energy sources. Now, dear students, we'll just discuss the words which we have to know the meanings and their synonyms also. Here you see mankind. Mankind, it means the human race. The human race. And its synonym also may be human beings. We can also say Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens. Then you see crisis. Crisis. Its meaning, you see here, a situation, that has reached a critical phase. In other words, we can say here is scarcity and also trouble. Then another word, era means a long period of history. A long period of history. We can say it in other word is time. The students, can you understand or can you see? Okay, no problem. Okay, then massive. Massive means exceptionally large. Massive means exceptionally large. In other words, we can say huge. We can say enormous. We can say huge. We can say enormous. Then reserve. Then reserve. Reserve means a supply stored for the future use. A supply stored for the future use. In other we can say stock. We can say stock. Emit. You see here emit. Emit means discharge something. Discharge something. So in another we can say it release. Next, advantage. Advantage, that means a favorable position. In other words, we can say benefit. Then you see increase. It means we can say make greater in size, and then in other words enlarge or expand. Dear students, can you see and understand? Okay, then we can say solar. Related to what? To the sun. So then solar energy, that means the rays of the sun, the energy that we get from the rays of the sun. And you see here another word, we can say biomass. Biomass, here we means organic matter used as fuel. That means the fuel that are used as non-renewable energy, and these biomass are the sources of that energy. That students, these are the vital words or important words. We have discussed their meanings and also their synonyms. Now I like to share with you, as we have gone through the text, here are some questions are set on the after the text, and the questions are here, and I like to set these questions as your homework. I think you will keep yourself busy in your home. You will carry on your study. So that's why I will set these questions as your homework. So here I find, you see, the question number 1. What is the scientist Kalam concerned about? Can you understand? What is the scientist Kalam concerned about? Who can share this with me? Yes, the scientist Kalam is concerned about the crisis of the energy, because these energy sources are non-renewable and we are using these energies, and these energies will be over within a very short time, and that's why the scientist Kalam is concerned about the energy. Then question number 2, why do you think the massive burning of coal may lead to an ecological disaster? Yes, yeah, why? Can you share your idea with me? Yes, when we burn coal, it emits what? It emits gases, smokes, and that are pollutant. That are pollutant for what? For our environment, and that's why the scientist has pointed out, and we are also thinking that this cause, the emit of gases while burning coal, will lead our environment or lead to a ecological disaster. Then what do you mean by the potential danger of nuclear energy? Yes, potential danger, that means the danger which may occur at any time. Nuclear energy, yes, there may be a also disaster, and it may also dangerous for our environment. Then what, according to Mr. Kalam, is the solution of future energy crisis? You know, he has pointed out, the scientist APJ Abdul Kalam has pointed out, to meet the demand of future energy, we have to be dependent on renewable energy instead of non-renewable energy. Understand? Okay. Then question number 5, why does Mr. Kalam put so much importance on the issue of energy? As we can't imagine the development of our present civilization or of our present industrialized developed countries without energy. We can't imagine it. That's why the scientist APJ Abdul Kalam has given much importance on the issue of energy. Then 6, why does Mr. Kalam put much importance on solar energy? Yes, he has given much importance on solar energy because this is the source of renewable energy, and all energies directly or indirectly come from the sun. The sun is the only source of energy. So dear students, you will just keep yourself busy. You will try to write the answers of these questions, and these questions are set as homework, and we'll meet again later our next class, and then I will correct your ideas, and you will submit the answers of these questions to me through online. Okay, students, today I'm going to conclude your class. Okay, goodbye. See you next. Thank you.